Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. This week we got a bit of an experiment. My brother-in-law asked me to make him a goblet, or a chalice really. I got this lovely piece of English cherry, very classic bark, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it down into goblet shape, and then because I want it to look old, I'm going to put some ebonizing fluid on there, which I've never done before. I saw Mike Holton do this last week on a piece of cherry. I didn't know you could do it on cherry. I've seen it done on oak before, never seen it done on cherry. So I hope it will age the piece. I've also got a knurling tool, and I'm going to put some pattern around the outside, and then I'm going to put some gold leaf on the inside, just to make it a little bit blingy. Not sure what my brother-in-law's going to do with it, but he asked me to make it, so I'm going to get on and make it for him. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. So we're just about there now. This is going to be the base of my chalice. I've got a woodworm or something in there. I don't know what that is. Some sort of woodborne beetle. So I'm going to start my chalice about there somewhere. So I'll carry on roughing that away. So where that beetle hole was, I've parted that off, I've taken it down, and I'm going to start turning the chalice now. So this is going to be the foot on this end, so I'm going to take that away. I don't need anything like that much, and then I'm going to put a little waste in there, and I will just clean that up and get right down to the good wood underneath. Alright, that's turned up really nice. So there's a really good finish on there. That's easy, a 320 finish on there. That's so smooth. Okay, what I'm going to do now is start turning the waste in there somewhere. Turn this end away, I don't need it. Nowhere near as much that width on there, or diameter. Now we can start turning bowl shape on the top. So that's pretty good. This is the sort of shape I want. I'm going to go in and take that down there. I don't need that so wide there. So I'm just putting a tannin on this end because I'm going to have to hold it on there to turn it around to hollow it. Just going to go with my small chisel, just make a few clean up cuts. Fantastic. Right, just go in there with the sandpaper and just clean that up. Now because I'm going to put ebonising on there, I don't want to sand it down much more than about 220. Any more than that you start to burnish the outside of the wood and the ebonising liquid won't soak into the wood, it just sit on top. So I'll get back to you once I've sanded that down. So what I have here is a white wine vinegar, and it's been sat in steel wool, which then causes some sort of chemical reaction, and when it hits the tannins in the cherry, it'll make the cherry go black. Also, it said in the book. It's a really big thank you to Mike Holton for this, because until I saw him do it in one of his videos, I didn't know you could do this on cherry. So big thank you, Mike. I need to put that under there to protect my lathe bed. See that darkening there already. Beautiful in there. I'm hoping that grain will still show through after this has gone dark. Right, I'll leave that for a few minutes and then I'll get back to you. Well, that's dried out. You can see it's gone very chalky, like a grey colour. I'm hoping the more coats I put on, the darker that'll go. Well, I've put 4 coats on in the end and I've left it overnight to dry, and I have to say I am quite pleased with the results on that. That is quite a dark black and you still see the lovely grain shining through there, and there is quite a bit of colour variation as well, so it does look very nice. So what I intend to do with the outside of this, I'm hoping that when I put sanding sealer on there, that will bring that up quite shiny. But that vinegar has raised the grain quite a bit, so it will need sanding. But I will do that. I'll just give it a very light sand, something like that 320 grit. I've got an ELF texturing tool, and what I intend to do is put a chevron around the top and 2 rows of just dots, and I'm going to fill those with gold embellishing wax. So that's what I'm going to do next. When you're using this tool, you only want the lathe speed just under 500 revs per minute. You want the tool rest to be, or when the tool is presented to the workpiece, right on the centre line, and you only need to, there's quite a bit of pressure, but you only just need to hold it there for probably to count to 10, something like that, and that's enough. And you do get quite a nice effect with it. And there you can see there's quite a nice pattern on there. I was quite pleased with that. So I'm just going to go over it with the embellishing wax in a minute, and what I want is the gold embellishing wax to sit right down in all those, in the chevron and dots around the top. But I am going to sand it down first. Very light sanding, as I say, 320 grit sandpaper. Well, I'm incredibly pleased with that. That's come up exceptionally smooth and really nice and shiny. It really has surpassed my expectations. I was really pleased with that. I thought it looked ever so nice. So now all I need to do is apply the embellishing wax, and this is just wax with gold or gilt included in the wax. And what I want to do, as I said before, get that to sit right the way down. That should highlight that grain, and it should sit right then inside that chevron as well. And then once that's done, that'll be the outside finished, and I can just turn it around and hollow the goblet or chalice. I can hollow it out. And now to hollowing. going to go back in with the force in a bit, just take that down. I'm trying to hollow so deep down in there now. I'm getting a lot of vibration through that tool. I'm just trying to move the tool rest in there a little bit further, just to get me a little bit closer to the work surface. I'll get back to you when that's done. Alright, got so many lights in here, it's casting an awful shadow in there. But I've had a flick around and turn some on and some off, and it doesn't seem to get any better. I'll just put a bit of sand and sealer on there. Beautiful colour in there, that lovely cherry colour. So I was going to put some gold leaf in there. I think that would be sacrilege to do that, because that looks absolutely gorgeous in there. Beautiful honey colour, lovely grain shining through. I'm going to give that a light sand down, another coat of sand sealer, and then some wax. I've already sanded it. Gave it another coat of sand and sealer, and then this is a final coat of wax. A gorgeous shine in there. A bit of cloth, just buff that up, taking the excess wax off. Well, there we go, YouTubers. One medieval-ish pot. Not sure what my brother-in-law wants to do with it, but he didn't really give me any specifications. He just said he wanted a chalice type goblet. So I hope he's pleased with that. You see, beautiful, really beautiful cherry inside there. Lovely golden colour. Absolutely beautiful. I think that really would have been sacrilege to put gold leaf on there. I'll say that for another day. Well, that's it for another week. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did enjoy it, would you please hit the subscribe button? I'm almost up to 2,000. It seems to take a hell of a long time to get there, but I am getting there, slowly but surely. So please, if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, and you help to support the channel and what I do. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye. There you go. That was a piece of cherry that it was cut from, and that's what we ended up with. Nice,